Hi, welcome to the Winds of Jupiter love reading. I'll first be doing a tarot love reading, and then I'll be doing a Lenormand card love reading. Now I know you're not familiar with the Lenormand cards, so I'll walk you through it. And then after that I'll be doing a I Ching reading that's associated to the two previous readings. Now let me explain my tarot love reading and how it works. First of all, I go card by card until I find the Two of Cups or the Lover's card, or any court card from your sign. For example, Cups for Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer. And then I look for the card that's associated to your sign too, such as Virgo for Hermit and Cancer for Chariot. And I put it up here, and then it depicts the overall feeling of the reading. It's overseeing the reading. Now I'm doing my Know Thyself or Know Yourself reading. I gave it this moniker so it's easy to remember. But the main cards are What You Know, What Is or Can Be Yours, and Self or Self-Awareness, and then the Future card. Now each card has a clarification card along with it, and I'm using the Hanson-Roberts deck. And now on with the reading. Hi there, Leo. I thought I'd mix things up and do a love reading for everybody in June. With summer coming up in the northern hemisphere and winter coming up in the southern hemisphere, people are either waiting for things to sprout and grow, or to turn on the heat and cuddle up. So what an opportune time to do a love reading. Now I'll be doing a tarot card reading first, and then I'll be doing a Lenormand card reading. I know you're not familiar with the Lenormand cards, so I'll walk you through it. And then after that, I'll be doing a I Ching reading. So first off the bat, I was looking for either Strength or the Sun card, any court card from the Wand family, or the Two of Cups or Lover's card. And I discovered the Two of Cups and then laid out the spread. Now the Two of Cups is a minor arcana version of the Lover's card, but it has a little weaker energy to it, and it's about romance, perhaps, or else more emotional, deeper bonds and harmonious relationships. Although the number 2 indicates decision, balance, and partnership. It's your choice with free will to make the decision between vice and virtue, and good and bad, and what's right and wrong. And what I see in this card here for you is that you have to love thyself. It's not a selfish thing to prioritize yourself, because you can't love other people until you love yourself. This card can indicate commitments and deeper meaning in relationships is at hand. It heralds unions and partnerships, emotional bonds, and sexual attraction between two people. But it isn't necessarily a love relationship. It can be companionship and partnership and love towards family and friends, what they call agape, brotherly love. Now down on the left for What You Know, you receive the Queen of Pentacles and the Judgment card. The Queen of Pentacles has been omnipresent in these readings lately. She's just there going, hi, I'm here. Now I want you to understand how the court cards work in these love readings. Pages bring ideas and news. Knights launch these ideas into action. And after some experience, queens make understanding. And kings bring or assist in bringing attainment to long-term goals. The Queen of Pentacles is earth energy. She's the pragmatist, the person that oversees practical affairs. She's got a firm grip on reality and makes you do reality checks. And up there with the Lover's card, it appears there's some reality checks that have to be made, because you have the Judgment card as the clarification card for the Queen of Pentacles. Somewhere, somehow in the middle of this, it was time to do some type of forgiveness of yourself and perhaps of other people. Grace is actually considered unconditional forgiveness. And it's not until you can forgive is when you can move on and start a new rebirth. It's a spiritual purging on the celestial level from earthly actions. For resurrection and rebirth, it's a karma. Judgment doles out punishment and rewards for spiritual missteps or divine goodwill. Now it's time for you to be the phoenix and rise from the ashes from the ball of myrrh that combusts into flames. Set aside the 7 deadly sins in life and move on. And that's what the cards in the center for what can be or is yours is saying, because you see the 3 of Wands and Justice. Now the 3 of Wands is where you've made some plans and you know where you're going, and the wheels are going around. Everything's going into motion. You're making your plans into a reality. But the Justice card here is as a governor. It connects with the Judgment card. The Justice card indicates that something's been out of balance, and it needs to go back into an equilibrium. Justice imposes the laws of the universe, and it's a double-edged sword. It brings punishment or rewards. It makes you accountable for your past in light of your present circumstances. And she wields the sword of accountability, and that's how she's related to the Judgment card. Now up on the right for yourself and self-awareness, you receive the King of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. The King of Cups balances the unconscious inner self with the conscious fore-self. He takes turbulent waters and makes them tranquil. He assuages hurt hearts, and he's the message to master your passionate emotional self. Dramatic changes are in the workings for your interpersonal relationships. And the Ace of Pentacles is giving you this new beginning. In these love readings, this is a talisman of a new beginning for love and emotional stability. And this is reinforced by the future card, the Empress. She wants you to start enjoying your sensuality, the 5 senses of your pleasure. She's about being down to earth and growth, beauty, and seeing beauty in your sexuality. Now the clarification card for the Empress is the Knight of Cups. He's offering a cup of love and emotions. He's a lover and not a fighter, but he has to be able to control his emotions and use the energy from the King of Cups for that. And it looks like you're going to be very successful, because I pulled another clarification card for the Empress and the Knight of Cups, and you received the Sun card. This card personifies you. The Sun rules Leo. This is a new day dawning. It's offering clarity and understanding. It's important of success, abundance, and joy. The joy the Empress wants you to feel on the earthly level. The joy the King of Cups wants you to feel is by having emotional control with the new beginning of the Ace of Pentacles. Back with the Queen of Pentacles, she is the Queen of emotional affairs, but wanted you to make some judgments. Wanted you to go forward with the 3 of Wands, and wanted you to balance things out with the Justice card so that your interpersonal relationships are deep and harmonious. And now on with the Lenormand card reading. I put out a sample spread of the Lenormand cards so you can see what they look like. Now the tarot deck has 78 cards in it, and the Lenormand decks have between 36 and 39. Now I'm using Under the Roses deck, and that has 39 in it. I'll be laying out 18 cards, 9 on the top and 9 on the bottom. And every card has a word translation, and then I'll be putting it together to make a sentence. And I'll show you all of the translations as subtitles. And then I'll read you the sentences, and after that I'll put the sentences on slides so you can read them yourself. Now let me explain the difference between the tarot cards and the Lenormand cards. The tarot cards are your response to a certain situation, and it's more emotional and psychological. Where the Lenormand cards give you real-time action of what is happening. The tarot cards are about emotion, and the Lenormand cards are dispassionate, and it goes on from subjective to objective, verbs to nouns, psychological to physical, feeling to seeing, participant to spectator. The tarot cards will tell you why your husband left you because he had mother issues. The Lenormand cards will tell a woman why her husband isn't home because he's at the bar having a few beers. And a lot of times these Lenormand cards can put things into a sequence of time. Not all the time, but sometimes. So let's see what comes up in your reading. Well, I laid out your 18 cards for your Lenormand reading. And the 2 sentences I made out of it do discuss decisions and companionship, which is pointing to the 2 of Cups, and it also discusses new beginnings, which is the Ace of Pentacles, and as well the 3 of Wands for launching your plans into a reality. I'm going to be putting subtitles up so you can read along as I read these sentences, and then I'll do slides after that, and then there'll be the I Ching reading. So here's your sentences. Decisions and growth by a man bring news and curious delays for a new beginning of companionship and peace. Agreement, wealth, and decisions bring rewards and travel for change of goals with overpowering insight. And I wish you acceptance, peace, and happiness.